What's good, fam? Queen Common Sense coming back to you briefly on tonight because I am one tired chick. And my girl, I mentioned something and I said I might do a little reading just to clear the air, see what the universe is, because we can speculate about stuff. Normally, I don't get all up in other people's shit with the cards, but when it's dealing with innocent young people and children, these allegations are very, very, very serious. Not to be played with, you know. And Milady Madame asked me to do a quick little read to see if we can clear the dust with LeDirt and these allegations. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. I'm not gonna be here long, so I just make my stomach hurt. But we're gonna see. We will see what the cards say, what the universe has to say. Usually when there's smoke, there's fire, but we don't want to jump with stuff like this because we can ruin an entire family, by throwing these things around like that. So we need to use our wisdom and guidance and the tools that are given to us, of our ancestors, ancient wisdom and insight. So we're going to see what the dust clouds say. I think I'll start off with the ancient Egyptian tarot, major arcana. That gets right to it. Sassy cat, I let you know. Oh, thank you. That was a quickie. I was playing with a new camera and I took that picture playing around. Okay, so we definitely see in the current position of this whole situation There is the Sun card with the Emperor card. Now the Emperor is the accused. I'm not gonna say no names because we're just gonna get to the point. So right now things seem to be calm, but that doesn't mean there is no storm coming. We gotta consider the source of who we're talking about here. So usually fools don't know trouble until after it eliminates them. You know, they look late. So let's see. So we definitely, with the Hierophant and the Strength card, we definitely have some inappropriate interaction here because the Hierophant in the past position far passes the Strength position. So I'm putting the two together here with the young lady. And then here we go with the Seven of Earth that came up for her, which is depletion. Depletion means you're losing energy. You know, you feel drained. Things are just not quite going your way. Your energy is off. Your entire being is lacking. You feel depleted. So, this ain't looking too good so far. I'm usually never wrong, but. And we have the recent future and the far future. So we have the recent future as temperance. Temperance usually means patience, balance of the outcome of a situation. And then we have the death card. That's sweeping changes for the future. Out with the old and with the new. Retribution. Righteousness, that's a death card. Sudden changes. And the moon. Usually that means there's a liar. In their view of self, they see themselves, which is what they project onto others. So the moon card, secrets being revealed, exposure. Karma is a bitch, ain't it? Because this is a being that's always trying to expose some shit. Always got his motherfucking nose all up in everybody else's goddamn business. This is really not good, y'all. And the devil card. That's how others view. The devil card is the card of passion, addiction, dysfunction, commitment, in the position of how others view. And we're looking at a low frequency being here. Majority rules, we already know. When the village speak, all you gotta do is listen. People are not stupid. We're way more intuitive than what we give ourselves credit for. When we see things like this on the news, when we see things like this in our community and neighborhood, usually you have a feeling of something, you're usually not wrong, just like mother's intuition. You can feel when your baby is hurting, that's what I'm talking about. And then we have the world card, which is another revelation. This is lies being passed down. This is another veil coming off. This is completion. And this is the view of the situation. So it's coming to a head with the world card. Now this reading is all over the place. Because when I look at her, you know, she's like an introverted little girl. She's very close to her grandmother. You know, her grandmother gives her a lot of strength, a lot of wisdom. She does the best she can with that little girl because she doesn't get a lot at home. At least she didn't used to. And that's what a lot of these type of niggas do. You know, they don't want to date you per se because they want to be around you. It's because sometimes you have little girls that's coming of age, if you know what I mean. Hey everybody, I'm sorry, my signal is really off today. We had storms up this way. I hope it straightened out a little bit. Let me turn the little beta waves down. So the world card tells me there's some new developments. There's going to be a lot of questions and answers. And I just keep getting a signal, a sign of why. That's what I keep hearing. Why? And justice. That's pretty self-explanatory. Reward for past efforts. It's a very powerful lineup with the card right next to each other. The justice card is a card of overall view of the whole situation. It will be justice. It will be the balancing of the scales. Libra is in this card. Libra is the iron fist of righteousness. You know, Libra and mine have a lot in common. You know, all I gotta say is, you know, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be very bumpy. So let's see what's going on further with this justice card, with the overall view. Now, the Son of Fire with the Eight of Fire, that's insight. A lot of stuff coming to the surface. A lot going on here that still has yet to be sorted out. What I do see with this little girl now is I think what I'm feeling is her mind is more at ease now. Why? And I'm familiar with this kind of energy. You know, these type of people just suck the air out the room and they make everybody introvert inside themselves. You know, just spoil the soup. You know, like that one fly that land on the chocolate cake. Oh, cake. So then, you know, she really wasn't too fond of him. Out of loyalty to her mama, so her mama wouldn't reject her. She accepted him. And I see that all too often. Unfortunately, some little girls have displaced loyalty like that to their mama. Because they don't have nowhere else to turn to. And they're trapped in there with her and her damn boyfriend. So I see relief for her right now, but there's a lot coming down the pike for her. She's got a lot of things that she needs to deal with and discuss and get off her and vent. She needs to vent. It's very important now for her to talk and tell the truth. Because there's a lot that has been covered up with this whole situation. This is all the universe right here. It looks to be where the mother is a little afraid too of what's going to happen. However, if she will allow herself to be honest with herself, then and then will only the healing take place in this situation. Validation is not going to help. Rebounding is not going to help. She needs to focus on her family, on her children. There's a lot of fear here. So it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. Let's get some clarity here on these secrets. Let's see what Spirit has to tell us about these secrets that have not yet come to surface. We're dealing with children here, a child, and a whole family. You know, there's nothing to joke about. Well, I know they can see much clearer now. We have the 3 of earth and we have the 6 of air. Things are starting to ease up in the household. You know, they can only get better from here if she totally cut him off. Now, I know they have 2 children together, and it's impossible to cut him out of their life. However, if these allegations unfold to be true, he will never see those children again. I see her in like a haze. She's in a daze. It's like she's coming out of a stupor. With the spiritual warrior, the 9 of earth, she's trying to accumulate herself. She's trying to gather her thoughts and gather her feelings and really bring some clarity to how she's feeling now. You know, when you've been in such a dysfunctional relationship for so long, you know, it's almost as if you have Munchausen Stockholm syndrome, excuse me. Stockholm syndrome, you're in love with your abuser. So when they leave or you finally separate, you kind of feel a little weird, you know, you get used to that presence, you get used to that toxic energy. And when you finally are to release it, you feel as if something's missing for a little while. Kind of feel off balance because you become codependent on toxic energy. That's why it never pays to get with somebody just because you're lonely. Never pays. Because there's low frequency predators out there that can be taking advantage of you, your children, and everything else in your life is be upside down, and you be caught in this whirlwind of just chaos until something drastic happens. That's how it is. Yeah, the family is really stuck here now because the daughter of fire with the 8 of water stagnation. They're stuck in a holding pattern. She's just really having a lot to struggle with, this young lady. This is hurting my heart, y'all. I don't know if I can take this any further. I'm really starting to get sick. Yeah, it's so many lies. There's so much going on. There's so many layers to this. It's more than just the infidelities. It's a lot deeper. Seven of air, which is futility, it's self-explanatory. This little girl has basically been misused all her life. So, whatever y'all do, send that baby girl a lot of positive energy because she's going to need it. And I keep seeing visions of him trying to convince her not to talk. There's a lot of bullying going on. There's a lot of manipulation going on. And there's a woman behind a lot of it. And who knows, it might be one of his exes or one of his current little trollops upholding this fool, enabling this fool. He's very manipulative. And he always preys on people who he thinks is weaker than he is. It's unfortunate. It really is. It's unfortunate that somebody can be this sick. So, y'all, I can't do this no more. I feel sick. Thank you for coming through, but I can't do this no more.